A year ago today, I was sitting in a Parents of New University Freshman information session. Time is doing that thing again. It's moving fast. 80 days later, after that call, my youngest walked across the high school graduation stage, and now he's weeks away from finishing his first freshman year. My middle graduated with a bachelor's degree. The oldest has nearly done her master's. We moved into a new home, and all of me is saying, wow. Not because I didn't see it coming, but because it all came faster than I expected. That is the truth about time, though, isn't it? It doesn't just pass. We often wake up to realize how far it's moved. And time doesn't just fly with your kids, it flies in your business too. I won't ever forget the day when 7 parents called my private English second language school in a single morning. Such and such student is moving out of country, the agent said, and by the end of that first pandemic week, every student was gone. My income had vanished, refunds were being issued, and the school that I had built stood empty. And just like that, I had a decision to make. Would I stay stuck or step forward? I had 3 kids to feed. School fees didn't disappear just because the classroom had moved to Zoom. So I decided to take the business strategy business I had run part-time for 2 decades to the forefront. What else could I do? What else would you have done? This was urgency. It was the time to do anything. So I dove headfirst into the online space. It sounded exciting. I downloaded every free PDF. I signed up for every boot camp. Do you know what this is like? I joined every challenge and accelerator. I knew I could piece it all together, DIY it, hustle it, figure it out. But 3 months later, empty cupboards and an even emptier bank account. Have you ever wondered what you would actually do when everything is all gone, like for real? But I wasn't going to give up. I felt the shift in me to ask for help. I saw a post from yet another business coach come across my feed, but this time something said maybe she can help. And I think the magic was that I was ready for it and willing. It wasn't logic, it was instinct. I gathered together $1,000 from somewhere. That's what adults do when they know they have to solve something. And I sent it to her, $1,000. It was practically all I had. And I hoped with my fingers crossed. Well, what she did with me changed everything. She saw what I couldn't. She showed me what mattered. And most importantly, she challenged me to step into a new identity and a leadership strength online. Within 30 days, I had brought in enough that I could sign on another coach. And within 45 days, I had multiple 5 figures in my account because I finally had what I'd been missing: a personalized strategy, leadership level mindset, real time feedback on what I was doing in my business, and someone in my corner who wasn't guessing because that's what I had been doing. And that changed everything. And I realized then that the only way to fast track impact and income is through a customized cash framework and an intentional identity leadership. And so that's what I now offer to coaches like you. Just this quarter, here's what some of my clients, many of whom had never made more than $5,000 in a month, have done. A $60,000 contract was signed, $6,000 cash in from that. A $14,400 contract was signed, $4,800 of that came in upfront. $35,000 all paid in full. That was 7 clients it took to bring that in. A $1,600 per month contract with 2 months of that prepaid. Are you hearing these numbers? That you could have too. $21,000 course sold that had sat untouched. But we created a workshop and sold it to the people that showed up for that workshop. $40,000 agreement pending first installment. Now, they didn't get there because they decided to try harder out of the blue. They got there by stepping into aligned action with guidance. So I want to ask you something. What is time going to reveal in your business? We're just about to finish the first quarter of 2025. In 90 days, where will you be at? You may still be wondering what's missing. Will that be you? Or will you have the clarity, cash flow, and confidence to look in the mirror and realize that you are finally leading like the coach you were meant to be? Your next step doesn't need to be perfect, but it does need to be wholehearted. You already know what's not working. Let's take some time and figure out what will. I have worked for 3 decades now, helping people align their purpose with their strategy so they can build businesses that fund their dreams and fuel their legacy, all aligned with their value system. That's why I created the cash framework. And that's why I guide clients both in my one-on-one impact program and group spaces like Influence Hub or Daily Ignite. Daily Ignite, I'm so excited about. That's a morning leadership activation experience where you can activate every single morning. It sets the tone for the whole day. So if you've been asking yourself, what do I need to finally accelerate my growth? Is there any hope or do I have to give up on this dream? Then I'm so glad we crossed paths today. The next step is simple. Book a call with me. Let's map your path clearly. I'll put the link below. Or if right now that you're just ready to ignite that momentum, join us in Daily Ignite. I still have the 5 free day offers, so you can check it out. And at the time of this recording, it's still at initial launch price. So don't let it pass by. Don't let this chance pass by. Step into business the way you want to lead. This call is your starting line. Let's make this the quarter where it all clicks for you.